Hi, friends. Today's an NGL kind of day, not gonna lie. Doing a lot of cleaning, doing a lot of organizing, doing a lot of really becoming a man, finally. I'm finally becoming a man. And needless to say, today's manly tasks include, but are not limited to, putting some things in the attic. Because it is time. It is time for me to finally mature into a real, full-grown man, post-puberty man. I'm overdue. And today's the day. How do you attain manhood? Well, let's look at perhaps the most manly man in all of male history, Jordan Peterson. Let's look to Jordan Peterson for some advice on the subject. One thing you do to be a manly man is you clean your room. And that's what I've been doing. Well, I've really been more making a mess of my room. But I've been cleaning every place else. I'm just biting the bullet. Today's the day that bullet biting is done. I am moving all the music stuff in the master bedroom. I'm gonna probably turn the bed a different direction. I just took a break after doing a whole bunch of stuff right now. So I'm sort of gathering myself and doing a bit of an SI slash mission scope. Reevaluation. It's fine if you're not here. Just because Gleanliness is next to Codliness, there's no good reason for you to be here. But the point is, whether you're here or not, I'm less likely than normal to notice because I will be resuming chore activities shortly. Beginning with putting a couple of suitcases into the attic and maybe another thing or two up into the attic that needs to go up there. Hi, Karma's Pimp. Oh, I think I got the wrong glasses. I did. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Well, it's gone now, whatever it was. Yes, I got the wrong glasses. Shame on me. I knew you were trouble when you walked in. You gave me cat aids. All right, so let's put the wrong glasses back and get the right glasses. There, now I can see. Gleanliness is gathering oneself. Well, in this instance, I've done a lot of things. Like, for example, this table right here used to be covered in crap, but it no longer is. That table used to be covered in crap, but it no longer is. I've got the stuff organized up here. I've done a lot of organizing in the garage. I've moved the printer into the tech closet. I'm moving all this music stuff out of here into the bedroom. Obviously, before I can record music in the bedroom. I'm going to need to get another laptop. It's long overdue, you know. So, why did I just go in there? Oh, to get my glasses, that's right. I got a bunch of oil on my hands earlier playing with this really quite rad old Craftsman drill back in the day when power tools weren't so concerned about safety and stuff, you know. Got a little more kick to it. That thing starts whirring around. You're like, I know I'm using a power tool now. It may just be a drill, but it takes its job seriously. So would you like to go look in the garage and proceed forward on our activities? I do have to smoke this cigarette at least before I resume full blast doing shit. So I've been doing shit for quite some time. Right now, you might say, Eric, this looks like more of a mess than usual. Well, it's because I'm organizing. I'm organizing. Just relax, okay? For example, I took this big screen that used to be in here. I moved it outside for now and probably put it in the shed later. And then I moved these roofing tile things up where the screen was before up there. And I made room for the fishing pole up there, rifle up there. But I'm still not pleased with the rifle's current location. And I moved it someplace else. That's not a good place for it. Well, where is a good place for it, Eric? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't really have any good places for it. Well, actually, down here is not a bad place for it. What's in this box? Chainsaw stuff. Yeah, I could put it down there. That seems like a safe enough place to put it down. So I guess I'll do that. But not right this second because I want to make sure I've decided on its final destination before I move it again. But I really need like a gun rack, you know? Above the door here or something. That'd be ideal. I guess you wouldn't want it above the door because then the door slams, it would jiggle it too much. But I'm sure I could find some place around here to put a gun rack. You know, to be honest, guns make me nervous. Like, I was like, oh, Jesus, what am I going to do? Because I knew obviously I have to move the gun and everything else out of the furniture in there if I'm moving music stuff in there. So I was like, well, what are you going to do with this gun now? It's currently loaded and there's no safety on it. locked and loaded, ready to pull the trigger and fire. The only safety is don't push that thing in. So, in general, I'm kind of uncomfortable about having a loaded gun in the house. At the same time, I recognize the fact that if you're going to have a gun at all, you need to keep it at least right next to some bullets, or else what's the point? So, once I determine a good location for it, where it's accessible, safe, etc., then that's where I'll put it. Until then, I should probably discharge it so that I feel more safe about having it around. I could just shoot it into the ground over here, which is probably what I'm going to do, but I kind of want to wait till it's dark so people don't see me doing it. I'd say, but if it's dark, Eric, won't you not be able to see what you're shooting? Oh, you use a flashlight. Capilla startled me with her sprinting run. She's a real sprinting wolf caterpillar, Oh, look, there's a funnel here. This is useful. Never know. Oh, Eric, you idiot. God, could I be any dumber? Now I have to change my shirt and everything. Look, it's a nice funnel. I'm getting all excited about this funnel. It's got oil on it, so it's only good for oil. But guess what? I ended up spilling my drink all over my shirt. That wasn't so smart. Alright, well, this shirt's coming off. And since it's coming off anyway, I might as well use it to clean up that mess down there. I just put it straight into the laundry. I'll tell you what, I'll do something a little more sane. I'll use this already dirty shop towel to clean up this mess so that it's not sticky on the ground. Probably will be anyway. Alright, now let me put these things in the washing machine. Okay, that was stupid. Well, you know that old saying, in every life a little stupid must fall. Okay, sorry for the delay. I started a load of laundry. I figured might as well do all the towels at one time. All right, now I need to get another overshirt because it's a little too cold for just a t-shirt. Let me inform you, and believe me, you're going to find this informative. Today, 10 months after we moved in, I finally found that long mic cable I was looking for. All right, overshirt. These things are going in the attic. These are attic things. They're called suitcases. I can always go up there and get them whenever we go out of town. It's fine. There's just no good place for them other than the attic. So we'll just put these over here by the laundry room. For now. That broken thing that Rachel used to put clothes on but that broke, I need to just throw that away. But before I do any such thing, I need to wash my hands because, as you may recall, if you were here a few minutes ago, I got oil on my hands playing with this cool Craftsman drill that came with the house. A lot of stuff came with the house, including your mom, which was surprising. I said, I don't want your mom. Please do not leave your mom here. But they did, and we had to drive all the way to Fresno. All right, now my hands are clean, but my soul is dirty. Socks, shirt, these can go in the laundry. These two things are known as light jackets. They actually, jackets don't really get washed, you know. They just, ideally they just stay clean forever. They should. After all, they're not touching your filthy body. Well, a little bit maybe. I'm going to put on this Pepsi jacket. Note, it's not because I love Pepsi so much. I also don't like this purple jacket, but you don't see that stopping me, do you? This jacket I'll hang on a hook. I don't know, maybe this hook here. All right, now we've got this problem stuff. These things. These things came out of this suitcase in the closet. Oy vey, talk about some problem stuff. Well, some of the stuff is less problematic than others. Like shoes, well, I know where shoes go. That's easy. Shoes that I don't wear go here. I know where belts go. I know where ties go. None of this is news to me, okay? Although all this stuff is probably going to be moving soon. From this closet into that closet over there. Now this needs to be hung up. So, that is going to require one of these. This is called a hanger. You can put your jacket on it, and then if you have a stick inside your wall like we do, you can hang it on that stick. Here's where my hats were. I was wondering where these hats were. Well, they were in my suitcase. Here's another hat to make 3 hats. Put these 3 hats like this. And let's just put those right next to my Johnny hat. Meanwhile, my hard hat needs to go in the garage because if I have to hold the sign at some point, I'm going to need this. Sign holders, be safe and wear your hard hat. bright green safety vest and modesty pants. Alright, so I got my hard hat on. Ready to hold signs, put cones, whatever's required. This is a backpack. I've already taken whatever was in it out of it. There's nothing inside of it. It's just an empty backpack. As empty as your soul. Eric, it is time to lose your attachment to this box. Just take the contractor's bags out of the box. Then they will fit where you're trying to put them. Well, that's fine. Okay, and I was smart. I didn't throw these things away. Good job, Eric. Alright, what else can go in here? Well, these things shouldn't go in here. These don't go here. Where do they go? They go where the other ones of these are. Over here. You might say, Eric, isn't that kind of an inconvenient place for them? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But, you know, why do we always have to be such slaves to convenience anyway? Okay. Now, this bad boy, we just slide right in here. Now it's on like blonde, mofos. It's on like blonde. I have this handy dandy milk crate here, which has this thing in it. Like, what do you do with something like this? Do you throw it away? Well, who knows what you're gonna need that time? I don't know if I'm when or if I'm ever going to need this thing. But I do know that I'm putting it in here with this other kind of cord that I don't know if I'll ever need to use it. This needs to go back on the vacuum cleaner. Okay. So, I want to do something different than what I'm currently doing with this red lamp. What might that different thing be? Well, it could be lots of things. These bags shouldn't be there. I think this lamp can go right there. Yep. You can see I put the lamp back in the corner there. Now, these are some boards and stuff. Like, look at this. That's a nice stick. But does it really need to be in here? I don't think so. Let's move this stick someplace else. and its companion stick. Okay, 2 sticks. Don't worry, everyone, I've got my hard hat on. We should be fine today. Where am I going to put the sticks? I'm going to put the sticks outside, but I'm going to leave them right there for the moment. Maybe I will leave the sticks inside, though. They're nice sticks. I'm not sure what to do with them, but I do like them. Maybe they're inside sticks. Let me look at them. That's a couple of good boards. You know, you could like put them across something and it says something down on it. You could fight off 2 people at once. A lot of things you could do with these sticks. Because they're such wonderful sticks. Okay. Now, again, put those sticks up there like that. What is that? Did this come falling out of my hat? I guess so. Okay, well, this came falling out of my hat. All right. We moved the sticks. But here I find myself faced with a conundrum. So, I've got these very high quality jumper cables. Once again, they came with the house. Do I want to put them in the car? They're so meaty. It seems like a big space ask for the car. But what's the point of having jumper cables at all if you don't have them in the car with you? So I guess I'll put these back in this this little milk crate. And I think I'll put the chains in the milk crate as well. And then eventually when we get it, the tire pump too. And I'll just have a little box of car chains in the back. I guess that's probably the best thing to do. So I've got my jumper cable wrapped up there. The chains are in the car. So this would go to the car. I'll also put like oil, other car stuff that goes in there. All right. Now, you might be saying to yourself, but Eric, what about this board? What are you going to do with this one? That's a good question. The answer is, I don't know. I think I'll just put it on top of the board that's on the bottom down here. Good thing I had my hard hat on. All right. Now, having done those things, I think these gloves should go. Oh gosh, I don't know. Oh golly gosh, gee. These gloves, I hereby decree that these gloves This glove shall go here. This goes in the little shit coffee can. This is what you call my primary drill. It gets a fair amount of use. So I think rather than put it in my tool bag, because I'm reorganizing my tool bag here too, I think I'm just going to put this right there. Angle grinder, same thing. But let's put it the other direction. Well, no. Let's put it like this. There. That's better. Okay, these are another pair of headphones. I can go right there. A pair of gloves. That qualifies as safety stuff, which is all right in this area. Just put those gloves right there. Like that. Well, that didn't work at all. Okay, so these gloves will go on top of these other gloves, right there. This is my new bag of spade bits. I think I'm going to hang them I think I will hang them here for now. Trash. These spade bits, this one I can just throw away. It's got no pokey part on it anymore. These two should go in the other toolbox over here. That's where I keep my extra spade bits. Alright, so we're starting a new trash bag. Things are really starting to move now. So this is what's known as the other toolbox. What you're going to see here in a second is something pretty remarkable. That's right. There's already a spot for those things. Okay, now this toolbox, I believe, first of all, let me take this stupid thing off. Let's just put this toolbox. Nope, it's too tall for that. Alright, well, if it won't go there because it's too tall, and it's not going to go underneath here probably either. But let's see. Maybe it will. No. Not going to fit there either. So, I guess. Well, I guess I'll put it over here. Okay, making some progress. Now, what's next? Well, we can throw this trash away. And then it's probably about time we take a long, cold, hard look at this. This is my main toolbox. It goes with me through thick and thin. But, you know, only certain kinds of tools are supposed to go in this toolbox, right? This is not a toolbox for every kind of tool. These go in here. These I don't like, but they still go in here. This goes in here. Now let's see what else we do. These do not go in here. These go in that toolbox I just put away over there. This bag I like, but alright. These go in here. So we'll probably go, let's see. These do not go in here. There's a big difference between things that go in here and things that do not go in here. These wonderful Gleanliness pliers, you're not even getting to see what I'm doing. These go in here, for sure. They go with the other vice grips. But they don't really fit. But when you remember that these don't go in here, and neither does this, then all of a sudden, things are looking dramatically different. This is a big spade bit. Wow, 1.5 inches. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to put the big one there. We're going to put the two little ones here. And then we're going to put I guess this one behind that. No, that's fine. Now, with this big pliers things here, what are they called? Wrench. I'll put these other tall things. These are all very tall. Now, we've got a bunch of screwdrivers that we need to put someplace. Some of them can go in here, some of them don't have to. Because I do have screwdrivers in the other toolbox. So let's put these pliers here where we can see them easily. And then I think I'd like to put, this is a useful one, this particular thing, so I put that in here. Now I've got a whole pocket with nothing in it. This pocket I can use to put all of these screwdrivers in. Well, we'll see if I can fit all of them, but we'll try. Okay. These ones that have the red thing on the back of them, They have advantages and they have disadvantages. Disadvantages is that when you put them in here, you kind of got to put them this way. Which means you can't see what they are before you take them out. That's a bit of a problem, but that's fine. Now this goes with these other ones of these. There. This screwdriver can go I could go here. Because now that I have this whole pocket for these things, I might as well devote a pocket to these things. There. Okay. Do I need these screwdrivers as well? Well, maybe. I don't know, they're both Phillips heads, so that makes them more useful than the average screwdriver. Alright. That looks like all the stuff that's fit to print. This thing right here is for meowing the meow on the angle grinder. So I'll just hang that right there. Now this is electricity tester thing. And I don't really have a place for this. I'm not super likely to use it again anytime soon. I needed it. You know what? I forgot. When I tell people it cost me $20 to fix the dryer, I forgot I had to buy this. It was more like $40. Here's the thing. Don't lose this thing when you get one of these. You need this little book to do anything with it. So, I think what I'll do is just, I'll just tape it. I'll just tape it onto here. A little bit of taping in my life. A little bit of taping when you're right. A little bit of taping, meow, meow, meow. That's why I have tape. Okay. Let the taping begin. Got this nice paper tape. Easy to take on and off of things. Okay. This thing now can go back here where it will sit unused for the next 20 years. Okay. Tape goes back over here. This can just go in the trash. This is like a screw or whatever. These things can go in the general nuts and bolts shit area over here. General nuts and bolts. I'm going to empty this trash can into this bag. And then I will put the bag in the trash can. There we go. Okay. Making a lot of progress now. Here's the jacket in this cooler. I'll put this in the house in the hamper. I know I said jackets don't get dirty, but that jacket's different. Alright. I guess, what is this? It's the paperwork on my pressure washer. That I probably don't need, but I don't know. You know, that's the kind of thing that's hard to throw away, even though you totally don't need it. As soon as light bulb's dead. Alright. This can go in the trash. How's my drink doing? Cashed. That's how it's doing. Okay, this bag is causing me problems now. Because I don't know what to do with it. I just put it in the trash. That's what I will do. This cooler goes there. Okay. Now that's done. Now, next, we have the big hammer. The big hammer is really too big to go in my toolbox. So, I'm just going to put it right there. I got this pointless stabber thing. I'm just going to throw it away. Here's a little miniature stick for like screwing like a brush onto. This is kind of cool. I'll put that back here behind the WD-40. Alright, what's next on our list of things? This scraper needs to go in my toolbox. It's going to be one of the few things that sits inside the toolbox. I don't like to have things inside the toolbox because then you have to take everything out of the toolbox to get whatever it is. You know, it's dumb like that. So I just put a couple of those things inside the toolbox. Like I could probably put, you know, these gloves inside the toolbox. That would be good. But I don't have any more pockets. So, like this thing, I could squeeze it down there a little bit, but not really. So it's just gonna have to go right there. This, go like that. Put my gloves in there. I'll put a pair of headphones in there for my ears. And that's it. Now these things go in miscellaneous things. Alright. So, I also have this polisher / sander. I didn't realize it was a sander too until today when I looked at it more carefully. I thought it was just a polisher. Well, I'm naturally intrigued by this thing. It's got this pink stuff on it. I don't know if that's rubbing compound or if it's, I don't know. But I think I might get a couple of different attachments for this thing now that I know it. It's more than just a polisher. Alright. So this is cool, this thing, I like it. But it's probably not a top of the workbench thing. It's more of a, you know, go in this closet here thing. Here's the cool Craftsman drill I was telling you about before. It's super old school. Craftsman 3/8 inch very speed drill. I tell you, this thing pops. It's a real get up and go. Alright. So, this stick is painting stuff. Painting stuff goes with painting stuff over here. So let's take this to the painting stuff. As you see, there's some painting stuff here, there's more painting stuff on the bottom, but this general area features some painting related items. Okay, now it's time to put back these things. And the real question is, where do I want to put them? I think I want to put them on this side, over here behind the doors. Alright, let's play Behind the Doors. It's the hot new game show where Eric puts things away, as in behind the doors. These are targets for shooting at. I'll put them here in this box. I'll put these ones in here if they fit. These other ones, maybe I'll just have to put them on the boards, you know. Alright, so let me also put this cool pouch bag in here. Alright, now this goes like this, and then this goes like this, and then pow! Okay. Now, next box. This box here, I can put this oil in here like this. Hopefully it doesn't spill. And then, lastly, we got our little box of chainsaw stuff. Like this, this should go right here. There. That's better. Okay. Well, someone is winning right now at the challenging sport of organization. And that someone is me. You might credit the hard hat, but I credit my bravery and determination. Okay, so these cutlets get used pretty much every day. I'm just going to set them right here. That's a perfectly fine place for them, just right there. Because I take them out every day. This will go to the car. And I guess for right now, so will my purse. So, let us do a fond adieu to the garage for the moment. As we emerge into a whole new life outside with the animals. That's where we live from now on. Okay. Now that I have wisely set down my coffee, I know that dog is annoying the shit out of me too. Just stop with the barking over there! Oh, I told him. He probably won't listen, you know. All right. Let's take a look-see-gander, a glance, a perusal. A coquette's peek. Let's take a coquette's peek at the car and see what we had to see. Well, you're not really going to be able to see that well, because I parked the car forward this time. Oh no! It's locked. I guess I locked the car. Fortunately, I've got my hard hat on. That tends to keep me safe, even when the car is locked. It's amazing the advancements they've made these days in hard hat technologies. You know, now a bus could fall on top of my head from 10,000 feet. I'd be perfectly fine. That's how good hard hats have become. No, not a bus filled with people. They're not that good. But an empty bus, yes. An empty bus, yes. Whoa, 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 whoa. This dog, I tell you. He's always got something to say. I swear, this dog live streams more than I do. Pretty hilarious, huh? Well, this is the kind of skills I learned at Comedy University, where tomorrow's stars learn today's comedy for yesterday's reasons. All right, well, we're inside the house now. You may think, Eric, you've forgotten about something important. No, I've not forgotten about it. Fear thee not, tender lass, or lad. 59. I remember when last I went outside and was slaughtered by locked doors. I remember. All right. I washed my hands. I've got my protective gear on. My hard hat. I don't have my bright green safety vest, but that's next on that's on my Christmas list. I'm hoping Rachel will get that for me this year. All right, keys. I am looking for my keys now. Of course, I tucked everything away in here, so they're harder to find than usual. Here they are. Okay, let's take a flashlight with us. What do you think? That way we'll be able to see better. If you weren't convinced before, you are now. Okay. We are exiting the kitchen door. We're going to turn the old camera around so you can see all of the hot car action as I've come in today. These are the chains, the snow chains. So they go in the same box as these other things. All right. Now we have a box of car stuff. I left these in the car. So I'm bringing them inside now. And I'm throwing these new. Okay. Now we're gonna close. I'll just go ahead and show you. You know, you deserve to see. You've earned it today. There's my box of car stuff. Will this interfere with getting groceries and things like that? Yeah, probably. But, you know, now I've got my snow chains, my jumper cables, a belt, my purse. I could additionally put like a quart of oil or whatever in there. That'd probably be helpful. So, you know, I'm growing up. I'm finally becoming a tween. Look how responsible I'm being. Putting stuff that you need in the car in the car. That's crazy. Who is this man? What has he done with Eric? All right, this flashlight needs to have the batteries replaced. No time like the present, provided you're on speed. It's one of these things. So let's go inside and replace these batteries. I think we'll have a fun time doing that. I tell you, these flashlights are bright. They're great, but they go through batteries like nobody's business. Okay. Those are double A's. I need triple A's. Here we go, triple A's. Alright, this goes like this. This goes like this. And this goes like this. Now this goes like that. And this screws on like this. And then bada bing. Nice and bright again. Okay. We also got our propane refilled today. Which is nice to know that we're set for the winter. You know, we've got enough propane for the winter. It's all the way filled up as much as they fill it up. They don't fill it to 100. But I don't know. Maybe it's because they can't. It's like they don't want to put the tank under too much pressure or something. I don't know. I think they fill it to like 85. But I'm glad that's done. And we already paid for it in advance, so that's nice. I'm dirty. Must have gotten some dust on me today. It's probably because I've been doing so much dusting. No, I haven't really been doing dusting. I've been doing generalized cleaning. I got Rachel's TV set up and it rang finally. Again, 10 months after we move in. I finally set up Rachel's TV. So, I can be a little slow about certain things. A little bit slow. 10 months after I move in, I finally find my mic cable. Let's just go ahead and take a little break. You know what? We've been working hard. We deserve it. We deserve a bong rip. We deserve a sip of non-alcoholic beer. We deserve a gander at the old Chatteroo Sans glasses. And we get to discuss Gleanliness, Codliness, and everything in between. Bye, Lou. You go run your errands. Don't forget, you need to pick up your dry cleaning, drop off your dry cleaning, and then pick up your dry cleaning again. Because if you're like most people, you're constantly having things dry cleaned. Ruff, 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 pause. Ruff, 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 pause. I know, it's annoying. What do you hope for Christmas? Not that thing I was talking about. I do not want to break green safety vest. I mean, you know, if you have something specific you want for Christmas, we'll get it for you. But I'll probably end up getting a laptop in December so that I can I can have the music room separate from the TV room. And then I'm going to take ownership of the master bedroom so that I'll have my own room too. And we'll both have our own room. Alright, cool. And if you want something, let me know, and it could be for me. We don't need to bother getting each other presents. We buy the things we want to get if we need to, and you know, present giving is a horrible, horrible thing. Needless to say, gift giving is not my love language. Yeah, I got a gift for you. Bah humbug. Okay. Well, I'm actually kind of hoping to wait to December to buy presents because if we can be frugal with the money we have left for this month, then we could be under budget and still either hire a handyman or pay for the extra decorations. So, Black Friday should be December 2nd, or if it wants me to participate. As if all that socialism in Argentina has been saving grace instead of much of the cause of the problems there. I don't know how many problems Argentina has, but to the extent that they are socialist, well, that can only possibly contribute to problems and never solve them. All right. So there's at least a couple of things that I definitely do before I stop doing chores today. One of those things is I am definitely going to put the luggages in the attic. Got two smaller suitcases. You know, one of them is the kind of suitcase that's sized to just barely fit in the overhead compartment. The other one's a little too big for that, but neither of them are huge. Those need to go into the attic. I would like, in a dream world, additionally, to get all of the blueprints and water tower electronic schematics and other fucking rolled up papers and stuff that's up there. I'd like to get that in the attic too. But that's too ambitious. I'm not saying I'm going to get that done too tonight. But I am going to get done tonight before I stop doing chores. I'm going to put those suitcases in the attic. And then the other thing I'm definitely going to do before I stop doing chores, I'm going to get the rest of these cords and cables and mics from over here. Not the ones that are in the closet necessarily, but the ones that are around the ground. I'm going to move them into the bedroom. Probably move the guitar and the bass in there as well. Maybe if I feel super motivated, maybe the amps, even the amps. But what I was thinking, Rachel, you know, you know how we both really want a little table next to us. We have two fucking little tables in this room, but the thing is, there are these little round tables, right? Well, here's what I'm thinking. I know you're going to say, Eric, you have completely lost your mind. I have to do some measuring, but I might want to move the chairs around a little bit. You know, even if we just take that other chair, push it against the wall, and maybe, I don't know. I was just thinking we could put a little table right next to us. We just got to move it from over there. Right now it's got the amp on it and stuff. But, you know, I started thinking about it more. It's just so fucking complicated. The idea of, like, okay, Eric, so you want to have a little table next to you. Is it really better to move around the furniture? Or is it better to get the table that already fits there? Oh yeah, we'd still sit next to each other. We'd still share one double chair like this. I think it's but the more I thought about it, I realized, no, Eric, don't move the furniture around to make those round tables work. Get little fucking thin tables that fit there. That's much smarter. Sure, we both have a garbage can next to us as well, but we can scoot that back further behind the little table. Like I have a makeshift table, which is this musician's chair, and then behind it, it's this thing, and behind it is the trash can. Yeah, but this is the sort of sensory thing that can give me a lot of trouble. Like I go, oh, duh, Eric, you have tables. You should just move these chairs around. No, dummy, no, 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 no. Get the tables that fit in the spaces as it's spaces already all set up. I could conceive of myself moving one of these black chairs, the single black chairs, potentially into the master bedroom, depending on how it looks after I've moved things around in there. But even that, I think, is dumb. I think I should just move this little musician's chair and or some other low profile chair. Uh, there's no better way to arrange things than they currently are in terms of the living room and stuff. Now, it may be the case that there's a better way to arrange the beds, but there's a complication there as well. And it goes as follows. In the most space saving arrangement, the beds would be pushed against a wall. But in said space saving arrangement, it's not conducive to two people getting into the bed because both people need to get out from their side of the bed. So, I don't know what to think about that. It's like I want to maximize the master bedroom as a music room, but Rachel and I go to bed together every night. So, just about. Um, Obviously, I don't want her to have to crawl across me to get out of bed, and I don't want to crawl across her to get out of bed. And I think neither of us want to have to go down off the bottom of the bed. So that's not really an option. But I'm considering things that might be an option, like maybe pointing the bed outwards diagonally from a corner. Just leaving a very small walking path to one side on one side of it you can squeeze through, uh, but save a little space that way. I'm planning on using the closet as an equipment thing, and then this armoire thing is another equipment thing. Yeah, of course, darling. I'm just musing out loud about the myriad complications that come into play when you start to try to do TE shit. Everything's so complicated. But at least with my hard hat on, I know that no matter how complicated it gets, I'm going to be safe. So I probably will end up moving the bed around a little bit, and the furniture around a little bit in the master bedroom. But I will make sure that there's a path on to each side of the bed because obviously that's not sustainable for us to have one side of the bed against the wall, which traps one of us in. Compromises. TE is full of compromises. I remember now. The other thing I have to put in the attic I want to get a black contractor's bag. I want to put Rachel's wedding dress in the black contractor's bag. And I want to tie it up nice and good. And then put that in the attic. Because obviously you're not going to throw it away. Because it was just too damn expensive. But at the same time, not a lot of occasions call for a wedding dress. I mean, I'm planning on wearing it at the Christmas party, of course. I haven't talked about Rachel about this. It's okay if I wear your wedding dress at that at a Christmas party. I want something fancy, you know. But I'm a little worried that I'm not going to fill out the bust. That's my main concern. Because NGL, today's an NGL day, not going to lie. Rachel, your titties are a lot bigger than mine. A lot. This is the kind of hard, cold truth you get on an NGL day like today. I tell you what, I'm not going to lie. You think people will be able to tell if I stuff my brassiere part with, like, I don't know, toilet paper or something? They won't be able to tell if I get some of those fake nipples. Then they'll say, those wadded up paper towels must be real boobs. Well, I'll consult with some of the experts from Wizard of Bras. I'll call them up and see what they have to say about it. Poor Rachel spent the last 10 months watching things on her little phone. Because, of course, you know, when we're watching TV down here, it's pretty much invariably we're watching what Eric wants to watch. Or, in other words, I'm watching what I want to watch. Rachel's watching whatever she wanted watching on her phone. Or we have a couple of shows that we will watch together, like Naked and Afraid. We have a new one of those, by the way, Rachel. And, you know, right now she's watching the live stream. I'm watching the live stream too. But yeah, we don't need to be watching the same thing to be near one another. I got gross bond resin on my lip. So now I need to clean this with rubbing alcohol. So are you sure you can clean things with rubbing alcohol, Eric? Isn't it that you can only rub things with it? Well, that's what they say, but you shouldn't listen to them. Rubbing alcohol. I always sterilize my penis before I rub one out. And of course, in said context, the number one choice is rubbing alcohol. Okay. We are ready to rumble. Let's finish smoking this bowl. confident that our lips will remain free. Long rest. And yeah, as advertised. As advertised. Okay, so things I don't need here. 2 of these spoons. 1 spoon is fine. I'll put this spoon back in the drawer, put it in the sink to be washed. Go right there. Alright, this paper towel should go over here. Let that lighter down. Grab my cerveza de no alcohol. We'll put that thing in the trash. This goes, I just wash it. It's not that dirty. It just used to scoop drugs. And nothing's cleaner than drugs. So, good job, little spoon. I got you out when I thought I had misplaced the other little spoon until I found it. You served your purpose well. This is my glasses fob. Oh, unfortunately, of course, I have once again misplaced the correct glasses. I can only find the wrong glasses. This is, of course, par for the courses. I brilliantly got 2 pairs of black glasses that look almost identical. Only one of which is actually useful because these are so wimpy. But they're better than nothing, so I don't throw them away. Isn't that how things go? That is. That's how things go. Just like that. So what I should do is I should put a little... Yeah, I opened this drawer. You know what I opened this drawer looking for? Of all things? Whiteout. Why would we have whiteout? Oh yeah, a black pen's gonna help here. That's going to help a lot. You're a real thinker, you. This green pen's not gonna work either. There's nothing you can do to differentiate between your glasses. Why did I get these glasses? It's like I found this other pair of glasses that worked great, but they looked like they were for women too much. So I was like, well, and I found these glasses that looked like they're for men, but guess what? They didn't have written on it what the magnification was. So I just said, well, I'm sure it's fine, like an idiot. And it wasn't fine. Now look at me. Walking around with no glasses, no future, no hope, no life. All because of these glasses. What was I gonna do? That's right. Put away Rachel's wedding dress. I will wear the bag. Bags are in this one. I'll get a contractor's bag out from the bag box. I will stop holding that in my hand. I will get a couple of these things. These are always useful for tying things up. Boy, there's a lot of activity around the neighborhood this week. What with it being Thanksgiving week and all, I guess a lot of visitors painters are in town. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how to pack away a wedding dress for safekeeping so that you too can immortalize your precious memories for all eternity. Let's immortalize some precious memories, shall we? I don't even know where it is, Rachel. Oh, is it this? It's in here. What about this one? This looks like a wedding dress too. I'll put this one in there too. Okay? Alright. There's a trick to this. It's called shove the wedding dresses in the back. Beautiful, beautiful, perfect. These are going to be ready to wear when our granddaughter, when she ever exists, finally gets married. She'll have her pick of the litter. There's got to be 2, maybe 3 dresses in here. What about these other things, Rachel? Is this a wedding dress? Or is it just a regular dress? It still had a tag on it. So I guess that's just a regular dress. What about this stuff? What's this? What are these things? You never even opened this bag. I wonder what's inside it. You should open it up and see. Well, I'll put this back in here. I'll let you get this stuff out of here. All right, now we've got wedding dresses, and we've got 2 suitcases to take up to the attic. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Let's go to the attic. You want to come with me? No problem. You're allowed to come with me. I get it. It's a pretty special experience for you. You've never been up above ground level before. All right. Oh, right. This thing. I guess this is trash, or I could try to fix it. It is pretty flimsy, but at the same time, it's easy to fix. It's just one stick partially broken. What do you want me to do, Rachel? You want me to try to fix this or just toss it? You make the call. Toss it. Excellent choice. Excellent choice, madam. And would you like some pepper? Okay. Actually, before we even go up the attic, let's put these laundries in the dryer. You'll notice, for HL and I, brilliantly, but no thanks to our own brilliance, have a top-loading washing machine. Why? Because we're lucky. We certainly didn't look at it and go, oh, yeah, we should get this house. It's got a top loader. But how glad are we that it does have a top loader? Extremely glad. Maybe even too glad. Oh, Rachel La Palooza. Or you look at all the best stuff. Yeah, that's right. You need a trash can in here. I forgot. Now I remember. Okay. I'll get a trash can. I will. I will get one with my getting hands. Alright, so now that we've cleared the lint catcher, let's push it back in. As per now. And watch this. With the magic of just a single push, bam. Clothes are starting to dry. Don't forget why you came here, Eric. It wasn't to dry the clothes. It was to put things in the attic. Oh, right. It's attic time, everybody. I know. There's not a lot of room up there for you to stand tall. Because like me, you are 6'5". But that is why we have the hard hat on. To protect what they used to call back in World War I, the old noggin. I spent the better part of 40 years fighting in World War I. Which, you know, was kind of weird since World War I didn't last 40 years. I was like that Japanese guy who held out for like 14 years after World War II was over in the Philippines, refusing to believe that it was even conceivably possible that Japan had surrendered. Well, you know what? They did surrender. Mr. Hajikito Yaka. You know why they surrendered? I'll tell you why. Because we nuked those fucks, that's why. What do you think about that? Huh? And everybody watching said the same thing. Said, now that's how you end a war. Okay, well, the wedding dresses are put away. That's stage 1 of our rocket trip to the moon. Today we're taking a rocket trip to the moon using our imaginations. Alright. Now I'm going to take a rocket trip to the laundry room to get these suitcases. Has anybody here ever noticed that laundry rooms smell like jacuzzis / saunas? Or is that another one of my weird smell memory wrongnesses? Because it smells exactly like the jacuzzi at the, what's it called? I forget the name of the condo complex, but in Mammoth. Not the one that we owned a place at. After they sold it, we still went back to Mammoth and rented a condo, you know? Viewpoint, that's what it's called. Anyway, it smells just like it. Now I'm wondering, is it because that jacuzzi was next to a laundry room? I don't know. Okay. We made it. We got the thing. We put them up here. Yeah, we did it. Hurrah! Okay. Now, suitcases. Where do you go? I know. I know where you go. Suitcases, ho. Okay, so the suitcases will go right here. Bam. And bam. All right. We are totally accomplishing so much. Don't forget to turn out the light. You don't want to leave the attic light on. Who knows when you'll next notice that it was left on. They say don't go down this way. But I do anyway. They say you can't walk down like that. You're supposed to face the ladder. Well, they say a lot of things. But here in America, we do things a little bit different. We drive trucks. We have horses. We, go off-roading and stuff. We have a dog running off leash. We're Americans. We do things a little bit differently. I was reading zoning regulations for Mariposa County. Mariposa Pines, where we live, and the town of Mariposa are exceptions, maybe Mid Pines too, but most of the county is zoned so that single-family residences in zone the maximum of one residence per 5 acres. For zone maximum of one residence per 10 acres. Anyway, like basically the whole county is zoned like that except for a couple of spots, like where we live, where the lots are either like an acre like ours or half an acre even. This is a lovely attic floor for me to poop on. I don't know that throwback. So, the gleaning continues. Revenge of the Gleanliness is the second in the Gleanliness series, all of which are films about cleaning. So this is the mess I've got to tackle next. That horrible mess. What are these things? What? Such a mess. I watched a video today by Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin. But one thing I did learn is that Dean Martin kind of had his life ruined, or basically kind of gave up on life when his favorite son, a very high achieving young man, professional tennis player, a lot of things, but one of them was a fighter pilot, died in a training flight for the Air Force. And I guess they said Dean Martin was never the same after that. So that was kind of sad. But you know, it's not like you become a fighter pilot because you're seeking the safest profession in the world. Well, I'm sure that no parent ever thinks that anything's going to happen to their kid in the military during peacetime. That's a fucked up thing. It's like, okay, well, my kid's in the military, but good news, we're not at war, so everything should be fine, right? Well, maybe if your kid were doing like, I don't know, truck maintenance logistics for the Army, maybe a lot lower chance of dying. Fighter pilot, well, you spend a lot of time flying planes around and doing so in a much less reliably safe fashion than, say, a commercial airliner. So it's kind of like being a race car driver. Sure, we all drive all the time, no problem, and don't die, but we're not racing cars. We're just driving. That's a lot different. Okay. I've got this cord here, these headphones here as well. This mic stand. Now let's go to hell. I picture my pajamas looking wet and meow. Past the church, the steeple, laundry on the hill. Memories of me, memories of everything. All right, so we made it in here with this stuff. Obviously, it's not going to stay right here, but for right now, that's where it's going to be. But for right now, these things are just going to be, I'm going to put them in this drawer. Okay. So, we made the living room look neater and the bedroom look messier. I call that a fair trade. There's some like sympathy cards or something. this is for the draperies. It ties them up. Like, but it's really one in the other room. I took it off because I don't know why. I just thought it's like there's no place to put it since we never use it for that, you know. We're not using it for that purpose. Here's a congratulatory card on our wedding from the left. Here's a letter from my long dead grandfather to my not nearly as long but still long dead grandmother. This stuff here is trash. I'm gonna throw it like a rash. If I could throw rashes over there. This stuff here, I guess I just put it down here with these other papers that I gotta look through and deal with. Okay, so progress. When you make as much progress as I've made, you really start to progress. Look at these. They're called extra hangers. But Eric, how could you possibly have extra hangers? Well, the reason is, I'm going to explain it to you. The reason is because of a little something called these things. These things allow you to hang almost all of your jackets without using any hangers. Isn't that wonderful? The answer, yes, that is wonderful. Okay. We put things in the attic. We have, what else did we do? We hung up a couple of hangers in the closet. We got this rock from my hat. I should put my hard hat in the garage. Don't start leaving your hard hat around where you just tidied up. That's dumb. And you're going to have to do something about this jacket and these clothes and this other nonsense over here too, Mr. Eric. You're not fooling anybody, okay? You're not fooling a goddamn person. Not even one of them. What is all this stuff? Oh, goodness gracious. Heavens to Murgatroyd. I'm having all kinds of problems. Turns out my celebration for being so productive was premature. Is here at the last second, everything's falling apart. I've got a hat in my hand when I should be wearing it on my head because it's the easier way to carry it. I'm trying to pick up all these little pieces of lavalier microphone that doesn't even work. Hard hat. Where does it go? Why? It goes with the safety stuff, of course. So it doesn't really fit it there. Let's try it this way. There we go. Or not. Okay, so that was a bad place to put this. Fine. I accept that now. I've learned something, okay? How about we hang it or not there either. Okay. Well, we're off to a bad start with putting the hard hat someplace. Not everything always goes to plan, you know. Maybe I could do something like this. Hold on. Hold your horses. Just calm down. Calm your titties. We're going to do this. We're going to give this a little hookaroo and snooker-poo, right like that. And then, oh, I know what I could do. I could do that. That's not a terrible idea. Look what I have here. Yeah. So I'll just put that like that. And then I just give the old giggity you. And there we go. When it comes time to take that down, I just grab these scissors right here. Pya! If like I can't find those scissors for some reason, I also have scissors here. Pya! And if for some reason those scissors don't work, I also have these things. Snip, snip. That'll get them. Faux shizzo it will. All right. Now these go back over here. As per. Yeah, and this goes back over here as well. Okay. What's next on the list of things to do? Smoke a cigarette? Well, that's not a bad idea, but let's get a beverage first. Let's do that. Let's treat ourselves well. Let's be kind to ourselves today. Today, being kind to myself means get a beverage, Eric. Don't be a beverage denying Diana. Famous throughout history for her refusal to drink beverages. All right. I'm going to win the cleaning contest. The first prize for Rich is having a clean house. You know what I deserve? I'll tell you what I deserve. Yeah, I deserve it. I deserve it because I earned it, okay? I've earned it by being cool. When you get to be as cool as me, maybe you too will earn one of these bad boys. That's right, a cinnamon roll. Because I'm not afraid to grab life by the testicles and tug as hard as I can. I'm not afraid to live. I'm not afraid to love, laugh, learn, lament, languish, leotard. That's not work. Yeah, it is. Don't be so leotarded. Still not a verb. I think you're missing the point, leotard. Okay. Hot coffee a-brewing in the microwave. It's that classic sound of Colonial Williamsburg. The sound of fresh, hot coffee percolating in the microwave. Here you go, Capillo. You look like a cat who wants more food. Whoa, careful there. Capillo, you poured yourself too much food. Would you like more food too? You have food. Well, I will give you more. I don't want you to feel left out. There you go. More food for Capillo, more food for Trouble. Makes nobody a dull boy. Makes us all exciting boys. Alright, let's take out these beers and let's put them in the fridge. Let's take out the beers and let's put them in the fridge. We got one beer. What you gonna do? You gotta put it. Beer number 2, you gotta put it. Beer number 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, then 9, 10, 11. Oh no! You shout. There's only room for 11. Don't worry. There's plenty of room elsewhere in the fridge. I could move this salad dressing, which is in the wrong spot. Says Rachel, we actually don't have a specified spot for salad dressing in our fridge. Shh, Rachel.
Yes?
Don't tell everybody that.
Oh.
Don't tell them the truth. It makes me look bad. Alright, now I've got this box all squished up. I got the beers put away. This one I didn't put away for some reason. It's because I had sudden onset dumbness syndrome. Now I've got my coffee. What am I going to do with it? I'm going to double cream. That's what I'm going to do. Would you like this cup, Rachel?
Well, is there any more?
Yeah, I'll make myself a cup.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Would you like me to double cream you?
Yeah, I would.
Alright. And in the process, I will teach the people about double creaming.
I'm learning now too.
Now, the first thing about double creaming to remember is always do your non-dairy creamer first. Because you want your coffee at maximum hotness so that it melts as the non-dairy creamer. So, you want to scoop at least 4 scoops in. 5 to be safe. Now, normally that would be a fine cup of coffee, be a good cup of coffee, but we're going to make this cup of coffee transcendent for this holiday Thanksgiving week. Because what kind of cream do you need in your coffee? Heavy whipping cream.
Ooh, how smooth. Thanks for double creaming.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I think you're going to really enjoy that cup of coffee.
Thanks.
I would strongly recommend a cinnamon roll to accompany it.
Okay.
I'm going to have one. But, you know, you do you. You don't want to eat cinnamon roll? No reason you need to eat a cinnamon roll. There are little muffins as well. Typically people like to have a bread thing with coffee.
Sure.
It's commonly liked, but not everybody likes to have a bread thing with coffee.
No.
All right. Perfect amount of coffee left. Look at that.
Oh shoot. I put this in there.
That's fine.
Sorry.
That's fine. There's a spoon in here already.
Oh.
I don't know what that
Oh.
spoon was. Alright, so I've got the perfect amount of coffee in this cup. Just the right amount. 1 full cup of coffee was left after I made Race's cup. Exactly. That's called holiday magic. Which is known as the second best kind of magic after regular magic. Would you like me to empty that?
Yeah. Thanks.
Here you go, my darling. You're welcome. All right. To facilitate the unavoidably messy but delicious task of eating a cinnamon roll, I'm going to get a paper plate from the paper plate depository. Now, I actually might be super prissy about this. I think I might be here. I think I'm going to do it. What do you mean you're going to be super prissy, Eric? I think you know what I mean. I think you do. No, God, Eric, no, please, don't do it. I'm going to do it, everyone. I'm going to eat my cinnamon roll with a fork and knife. You might say that's womanly of me. But somehow I lose ruggedness points. Well, probably I do lose ruggedness points, but what I gain instead is hands that are not sticky. Alright. It's not like a hamburger, I'm kind of a messy hamburger. I'm down with eating that with my hands because you just get like ketchup and mustard on yourself, But cinnamon roll is like bong resin. It's as sticky as a thing as could possibly be. All right, now I gotta get my coffee. I got a double cream or creamble, as they say. I'm the double creaming business. Oh, right. I almost forgot my own lesson. This is what happens when you get cocky, when you get arrogant. You get critical things. You always have to put in the non-dairy creamer first because it requires heat to melt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, the unspoken step there, I should have mentioned, or dynamic that makes the whole thing make sense, is that heavy whipping cream from the fridge cools down the coffee overall. Maybe not to the point where it won't melt it, but it'll make it more difficult to melt, wasting your time, frustrating you, and just generally sending you into a despair spiral. So, don't make that mistake. There. A little bit more. Our turkey this year is going to be so delicious. It's going to taste exactly like my great-grandmother. The most important live stream ever made? Yeah. I don't think that's an overstatement. I think that's fair, accurate. This is my Ronald Reagan moment. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. Mr. Ed, Ronald Reagan, one of the two. I mean, how many things have we gotten done? If that's not proof of importance, what could possibly be proof of importance? Nothing. Alright, so there's this shirt I have. I bought it. I held it up to me. It looked for sure like it was going to fit. I got it home. It's too small. What do I do with it? Do I throw it away? Do I try to give it to Dave Porter? It's probably too big for him. This is a Dave Porter shirt, really. Rachel, I think I should try it. You at least offer it to him and say, it just does not fit me. I don't know if you want it or not. We could even mail it to him. Like, we could wait for him to come here in like 2 weeks, or we could mail it to him. Either way. I just want to get rid of it out of my way. But I don't want to just throw it away because I was enamored of it when we encountered it, and I thought, boy, oh boy, I like this shirt. This is trash. These are gloves. And that's the difference between trash and gloves. These are boxers. Why are they on this chair? I don't know. This is an orange speaker that almost assuredly needs to be charged. But I'm not going to charge it right this second. I'm going to sit down here because that's just interrupting my flow too much to charge that. Now let's put this woolen hat and these leather gloves in 2 different places. I'm going to take this hat off of this thing and put it on my head. It's not that cold tonight, so I'll put this hat right over here. Or right here is fine, These gloves, well, historically, they've gone in this drawer over here that's being now repurposed for something else. But I'm going to just put them in that drawer for right now. Now, these things can go in the washing machine. Or, the hamper. I don't mean to hamper your efforts, but I had to put that in the hamper. If your efforts were to prevent that, then I ran directly afoul of your efforts. I still haven't found my glasses. Why not? I don't know. Maybe Mercury is in Wetwood. When Mercury's in Wetwood, things start happening bad. When Mercury's in Wetwood, that's when I get sad. That's a cousin song to Rainbows Never Last Very Long, called When Mercury's in Retrograde. So if I could find my glasses, I have the string. I had the fob, but then I used it for my hard hat. Now I don't have a fob anymore. Well, I have other fobs in the garage, though. I'm fob rich, really. I should just put my glasses on one of those lanyards that goes around your neck with a little clip on it, It's probably a good idea. Wee howdy! It's hot out here today. Mercury and retrograde is a terrible time for people of all the astrological signs. From Cancer to Scorpio to Sagittarius, even Taurus. All the different sides of the zodiac have problems during Mercury in retrograde. Mercury in retrograde. Hi, my name is Louie Weirden. And today I want to talk about microwave and retrograde. Alright, so now I guess it's time. Oh, I never got my cinnamon roll. I just left it right there. Left it to its own devices where it could be attacked by wolves, any number of things. I've got 2 cups of coffee, only one of them is hot. Which one will I drink? Not the cold one. No, no. Not the cold one. Uh-uh. I'll put the cold one in there. Now, you may remember from its previous appearance, old Mr. Cinnamon Roll. Well, right about that time, old Mr. Cinnamon Roll got a little too curious. He started a peeking and a poking his head round the corner, looking to see what he could see. Before too long, he had peeked and poked his whole body round that corner. And that's when they shot him in the face. I hope you enjoyed that storytelling hour by Steve Henderson. That's my storytelling name. We storytellers, we have an alias, a pen name, a nom de plume. Mine's Lord of the Cinnamon Dance. Okay, if you guys don't stop being so difficult, you're gonna make me spill my coffee. Can you please just try to be a little bit more considerate? Cinnamon roll. More like cinnamon bread. Mmm. Ooh, damn, boy. You burned that cinnamon roll. Yeah, I know. But it'd be funny if I actually did burn it, though, too. But I didn't, though. I just burned it, Yeah, you done gave him the dozens. Well, I'm not responsible for cinnamon rolls feelings. I just calls them like I sees them. Increasingly poorly. Because my eyesight's failing. Failing is a very strong exaggeration. I have to wear glasses to read things on the phone now. I am a sinner, I ain't no saint, but I do better than a worthless taint. I'm not too sinful, really. I'm a sinner in the sense that everybody is too, like we all make mistakes and fuck up and do things that we regret and have done things we regret, etc. But I try to walk a righteous path. Well, how do you know you're righteous, Eric? Well, the point is, you start by not being wrongtious. You don't actively violate other people's rights. You respect You know, it's like you respect the reciprocity of rights. It starts with that. Secondarily, you maintain a willingness to intervene should circumstances require it. But by and large, keep to your own business, you know? It's a lot more righteous than evangelizing or proselytizing. You might say, Eric, isn't that what you're doing? No, I'm explaining things. Very different. I'm making a lot of quips. I wouldn't even call them jokes. It's more like the form and tone of banter without any substance. I mean, I say nicely worded sentences like that last one, you know. I'm not sure that qualifies as substance, but it's better than writing shitty sentences. And I guess that's why they call these my shoes. Walking over there, getting out of cars. These are my shoes, dear. That was a very pitched meow. 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 I wonder what note that is. Dude, get away. Because you try to get me when I pet you one time after you meow at me because you don't want me to pet you. You want me to go watch you fucking eat again. Meow. See what note Trevor is meowing. Meow. 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 See, that's G-A B C sharp. Meow. He meowed in C sharp. That's an odd key to pick. C sharp. It's got a lot of sharps on it, that key. I don't know, like 7 or something. So basically, Alfred not in this kind of sharp. So, anywho, pleasant evening out. Relatively chilly, but not chilly even. It's like not hot. I feel hot because I've been doing exercise-like chores. But it's very pleasant. It's like probably 58 degrees or something. Maybe 60 degrees. It's not even that cold out at all. The moon, which as usual is over there, being all like, look at me, just shut up, moon. You're not even close to full. You stop bragging. Oh. God damn it. There it is. There's your moon. You can see it pretty clearly up there in the sky. It's Got some clouds in front of it a little wispy cloud cover, not full blast clouds, just some deviance from perfectly clear. If it were Halloween time, we'd have a spooky feel. But instead, it's a cozy Thanksgiving moon. This reminds me of the time the Indians gave me maize. There. You almost think that was a street lamp. It's not round in actual sky. It's like a little more than half of a moon. But it looks round in the picture. There's a really big halo around it too. You can't see it because it's so far out from the moon. But it's got one of those, halos that the moon gets when there's a little bit of clouds. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. And meow 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 meow, that's amore. Meow 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 meow. Famous Italian song. It's about pizza. I used to think that song said, when I was younger, it said, when the moon hits your eye like a big piece of pie. I didn't think about it really. I didn't think like that doesn't make sense. But later, I guess I was watching something, or I don't remember how it came about, but I was like, oh, pizza pie. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, it makes more sense than piece of pie. Just because pizza pies are round, whereas a piece of pie is shaped like a piece of pie, namely kind of triangular with a rounded end. So if you also made that mistake, you're welcome for the correction. It's pizza pie, not piece of pie. And it's hurry down the chimney tonight, not coming in my chimney tonight. Okay. Santa baby, come inside my chimney tonight. All right. And then come in my chimney again. Oh yeah. Come down my chimney tonight. Look, girl, will you stop talking about your chimney? You don't even have a fireplace. Oh, well, Santa tried to come in my chimney, but he couldn't get his sack off, so he came in my back door. Thanks, Sexual Christmas. That lady's name is Sexual Christmas. Whoever is the brainchild for Santa Baby. Her artist name was Sexual Christmas. Hi, Santa. My name's Bambi. Could you come down my chimney tonight? No, Bambi. You're 46 years old. I'm not giving you any more presents. But Santa. Every year you pull this shit. I show up at your house expecting to get laid and you just want presents. You're like, where's my toy train? I'm like, you're 40 fucking 6 years old, woman. But Santa, this time I'm sure you'll come in my chimney. I've had enough of you, woman. I've had enough. Ho, ho, no. Ooh, 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 looking out my back door. Memories and elephants are playing in the sand. Well, this is the problem that Santa's having the Hero Lamb is the sexual Christmas is a super nice lady. She just unknowingly speaks in sexual innuendo all the time. So Santa's constantly getting blue balled. He goes to her house. He's gone to her house every Christmas since she turned 18 because of her extremely seductive letters she writes. Dear Santa, I know your sack is full for surprises for me. And you know, her handwriting conveys that tone. This year, Santa, I just want you to make me wet with a new super soaker. Can I please get one for Christmas? Santa's like baffled. You know, every year he's like, this year I'm going to fuck this girl. And then each year she's like, where's my pony, Santa? And he's like, I got it right here in my pants. And she's like, silly, you couldn't fit a pony in your pants. Did you give me milk and cookies at least? She's like, oh, Santa, you know I can't bake or milk cows. You could have bought some. Oh, Santa, I was hoping you'd bring them to me for Christmas. I should have known that no good would come of this just by looking at your name on my list. Sexual Christmas is your name. Look, lady, sex and Christmas don't mix. Then why do you keep trying to fuck me? Look, you're missing the point, lady. You're missing the point. What about Mrs. Claus? She died a few years back, actually. She died of diabetes. She had sudden onset fatal diabetes. She was fine one day and then one too many cups of hot chocolate. She just dropped right dead. Called dead on the spot. So, you know, he's a single guy now and he's looking to play the field. He's got an advantage because he's allowed into women's houses all over the world just one night a year, you know. But he's attempted to show up at, like on other holidays and say, Abe Lincoln's busy today. He sent me to help you celebrate President's birthday, Judy. And then it's on. Oh, Santa. Yeah. Yeah, Santa. And the girl, of course. These girls that he gets with, they're all Santa fetishists. They're all Christmas fetishists. She's got on a red nose like Rudolph. Tell me to light your sleigh. Oh, yeah. He just wants to get with a nice, normal girl. They're always like, on Blitzen, on, on Dancer, on Rudolph. But, you know, he probably should just have gone on some dating website other than just ChristmasLove.com. Sure, he had a leg up on the competition at ChristmasLove.com. Most of the other people at ChristmasLove.com were either Hallmark movie fanatics, elves, or old ladies. You know, who misunderstood that, didn't even know it was a dating site. They thought it was just a place for people who love Christmas. Rachel pointed out something pretty significant the other day. Frosty the Snowman is not a Christmas song. It's a winter song. Well, here I am. That's because Mrs. Claus is frigid. And the reason she's frigid is because Mr. Claus makes her live at the North fucking Pole. Everybody's frigid. That's why they don't have any kids. I'm actually frigid in our relationship, me and Rachel. I keep trying to get turned on, but instead of getting wet, I just get this big boner. So I'm obviously doing something wrong. It's like I don't get wet at all until the very end. And all the wetness just comes, it doesn't even lubricate, it just shoots right out. So, I don't know, something's wrong with me. It may link back to that same problem that's been happening for years. They put me in the wrong health class in 5th grade. I think it may link to that, I'm not sure. You know what they should call that class? When you start fucking. Hi, children, and welcome to When You Start Fucking. It'll be some years yet, probably. Fewer for some, more for others. But you will eventually start fucking. And when you do, I want you to know exactly how to do it. Start by giving an inspirational speech of some sort. I believe in you. You are the best. That's the way to get a girl in the mood. After you got her really hyped up, you got her both jumping up and down and chanting, "We are the best." That's when you make your move and you go, "Hey," and you kind of jostle her a little bit with your shoulder. And then she'll go, "Hey," like that, and jostle you back. Then you expect to spend about 30 to 45 minutes in shoulder jostling foreplay. Just, it's kind of like tennis. At which point, you're done. You've had sex. Congratulations. Sometimes Rachel and I like to mix it up and do the hokey pokey. I put my left arm in, I take my left arm out, I put my left arm in, and I shake it all about. We laugh and laugh as we're doing the hokey pokey, and then we fall together and fall on the floor and make love. Inspired by the hokey pokey. Sometimes we'll play Twister instead. What? Left foot yellow? I'll never get my left foot over there. This sounds like back problems to me. Twister. You know, my back starts to hurt when I vacuum for a while, just from bending over a little bit. I'm not gonna be all twisty like that. It's crazy. It's like playing Jenga with your body. Because in Twister, as the great game progresses, you have to pull out a bone from your body each time it's your turn. Just like Jenga. It's kind of like Jenga crossed with taboo. Because it's taboo to play Twister on a Saturday according to the Jewish religion. It's halal in Muslim to play Twister in groups smaller than 5. In America, Twister is broadly considered to be demonic and or satanic, like a Ouija board. Because what people don't know is those colored circles carry coded messages promoting the gay agenda. Namely, Satan's agenda. Because nothing makes Satan cackle maniacally in evil laughter more than watching 2 guys fuck. Damned, I say, damned forever. You've lain with a man. To which the men say, no, we fucked this whole time standing up. And God says, oh, my apologies. My mistake. As long as you guys don't lie down, it's fine. Just remember, once you have to pick one or the other and never go back or change. So now that you're gay, stay that way forever. It's the only way you can avoid eternal damnation. That's not in the Bible. Well, we're updating it because everyone got all upset about us like not wanting homosexuals in heaven. So now we're just excluding bisexuals. Muslims don't drink, don't smoke. What do they do? Don't drink, don't smoke. What do they do? Subtle innuendo follows. It must be something inside. Oh, that's right. They perpetrate holocausts of human rights, afflicting half of their population. That's right. I remember now. That's what Muslims do. They make women wear sheets. You know, like the Ku Klux Klan. It's what Muslims have in common with the Ku Klux Klan. They both like to dress in sheets. The difference is, in the Ku Klux Klan, the men like to dress in sheets. And Muslims, the men like to force the women to dress in sheets. You could say it's like they want their wife to dress up as a ghost for Halloween every day of the year. Now, if we get Rachel to convert to Islam, I wonder if Free People has burqas. Because it definitely has some horribly ugly clothes and some really cool clothes. I looked through 2 of their magazines today, and I played with Rachel a fun game called Who Looks the Best and Who Looks the Dumbest in This Magazine. Well, Rachel and I were wholly in agreement about who looked the dumbest on the first one. Um, she looked really dumb, and we weren't quite on the same page about who looked the coolest. But once I said, "Well, this is my choice," she agreed that that person did look very cool. So we weren't in disagreement about that. Um, oh, Rachel, we never finished the second one, did we? We never finished the second one. I tell you what, my favorite one was for the second one is page 41. And it's a pretty like minimalist outfit compared to some of the other stuff. Just like shorts and a top, but I think it's really cool. Look at page 41. I think that's the coolest looking one. I think that second magazine was not as good as the first magazine. Like in general, the clothes were worse in the second magazine that we looked at today, the longer one. I hear Rachel walking to get the magazine. Those are fun kinds of games to play. Well, I basically have gotten everything on my list done. Like the things I wanted to do before I stopped doing chores. I got the attic things done. I got the cords and mics done. I got that chair cleaned off. I do have like one more cord over there, plus some little lavalier mic shit that I'll put in the tech closet, I guess. I mean, that little cord I'll put in the tech closet for now, but it's actually a patch cable, which I kind of need. It's pretty cool, right? For something that's like sequins, I'm not really that into. I don't know. Do you think that shirt is? You call that sequins, or what? What would you call that? There's another one that's kind of similar where a girl's in like strawberry shorts, where it's got like a strawberry like right where her puss is. It's a little overtly sexual. Um, those are sequins. Okay, they look a little bigger than your average sequin. Maybe they're large sequins. I guess sequins probably come in different sizes. Some of those Frosty cartoons are bizarre if you go back and rewatch. The snowman seems to have some serious mental issues. Well, I mean, he knows both the cause and approximate time of his death. He will die from melting, and it will be sometime this spring. Yeah, that was a pretty cool one too, huh? Strawberry one. And then the ugliest one, I think I had page 8 or 23. Yeah, page 8 or 23. I was torn between those two. Those are the ugliest ones in the whole magazine. Maybe I'll go get the magazine so I could show people what we're talking about. Sure, I'll have to walk up the stairs, but I can do that. My legs are still fully functional. We were totally off on the bad ones. Maybe I'm thinking of the other magazine. I think I'm thinking of that one. Let me look at it. All right, that's it. I'm gonna have to come upstairs and look at this magazine. Of course, it's not really a magazine. I keep calling it that. It's a catalog, but I prefer to call it a magazine. Brings me back to my childhood in the days of magazines. All right. Let's take a gander at this magazine.
So this is page 8.
Yes, this is horrible.
That's like totally trying to be like ski bohemian, like
It's just too
hobo.
ENFP.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I didn't say it was the worst.
Okay, what about 23?
23 I didn't see. 23 is pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
It's these
That's
horrible
so hippie.
pants.
Yeah.
These horrible over the top pants. And that horrible top too. Everything's horrible about
It is pretty bad. It is.
What did you think was the
Okay,
worst?
so mine, I didn't really like this.
Yeah, well, remember when I said one of them has two ladies in it?
Yeah.
This was the one I was
That's
thinking.
the one you're thinking of?
But I didn't think it was as offensively bad as that horrible like pan flute shirt, whatever.
It was a pan flute. And then I really didn't like this. I felt like it made her look like a cherry triangle.
Yeah, I thought it was a little weird too.
Yeah.
But
It's not the worst.
But the thing is, I didn't hate this. It just she needs some pants or something.
Yeah, something was. The proportions are wrong.
She's too skinny for that outfit. She doesn't have any boobs.
No.
She needs some boobs to fill
She's
that
all
up.
legs.
She's all legs and spirit, like
but
a horse.
I did like. So to me, the coolest.
Wait. You passed this one. I wanted to. This is the strawberry one, right?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I guess
cozy.
it's not. It's actually not. I thought the strawberry was right where her puss was. It's actually just along the top.
The other one had one with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Strawberry puss.
Strawberry puss shorts, they call them.
I think this is the coolest one.
Yeah, it's pretty fresh.
But you're right though, because I totally didn't even like. I disregarded. Oh, I like this one too, for like a party.
It looks a little bit like wallpaper though.
Yeah.
This is very sexual. It's like, am I in lingerie or am I wearing clothes?
Yeah.
Well, you can tell it's clothes because of my jacket that doesn't even cover the front of me. So, I don't like those jeans.
I don't like that either, yeah.
I don't like this. Reba McEntire chic or whatever. This is just some lady in her underwear.
Yep.
This is some lady without any pants on.
They like to do that.
This is the one that I like the best.
That's a cool outfit. Like,
well, you can see her in full over on this one, see?
Yeah.
I like that shirt. It's got two cherries on your shirt, you know? If you have cherries on your shorts and your crotch, then you're just saying, I'm for fucking.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is Free People, is what this company's called. But they really need to consult me about their clothing designs a bit more.
Yeah, they should.
Now see, this lady's got cherries all over her pants.
Oh, maybe cherries are the new thing.
But you know what I bet? I bet she's not even a virgin.
I bet she's not.
Oh.
I was thinking about chilling in bread. Is bread available?
Of course, darling. I will turn this off.
Okay.
I wish I had my glasses. There. Okay. I'm off to see the wizard. Namely, downstairs. Are you coming right now? I could leave that on.
That's all right.
Okay.
It's funny how I never use it. There's all these things.
Well, there is that little light up there right on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I know. I just don't ever use it.
Oh. Okay. That is going to do it for tonight's live stream. Thank you all for being here. I love you very much. Good night and good luck.